What can you tell me about inferring?
Like, you can have background knowledge and get it from the text and make it infer.
Okay. All right, so we're going to do a little exercise today, and you're going to tell me what these objects that I'm going to pull out can tell you about me as a person and what I like to do and what interests me, okay? Okay. So what can those objects tell you about me?
Those objects can tell you about you like to see pictures from animals and draw them and take pictures of them.
Okay, good job. What can you tell me about it?
That you like drawing, painting, and reading, and taking pictures and watching movies.
Okay, good job. Yep.
I could tell that you like pictures.
That I like pictures? You're right, I do like pictures. I like taking pictures. I like putting pictures in albums. I like watching movies and everything. I especially love Disney movies. So you guys did a really, really good job with that.
Oh my God.
Okay. And I love painting. Thank you, Essence. Essence is my book buddy. Okay, so today we're going to read Under the Ocean. Okay?
Is that a Disney book? Is that a witch?
I don't know if it's a witch or not.
It's a boy. Is that the Gumpy
I think we might find out whenever we read the book. Okay. What does the author do in a story? Yes. What does the author do? She writes the words for Under the Ocean? Yep, you're right. And the author is Michael Garland. So Michael is a boy, and he writes the words Under the Ocean. It's Miss Smith's classroom. So do you think Miss Smith might be a teacher?
Yes.
Yeah?
She's
Okay.
a fifth grade teacher.
She's a fifth grade. Oh, there's Miss Smith here. Oh, does she look like her? No.
It's a C. Smith.
So is it a different Smith? Okay.
It looked like somebody being elected.
So, whenever I ask you guys a question that has 3 options as an answer, I want you to put your hand up and put up which finger that you agree with most. So if I say, did he feel scared, happy, or sad, you would put up 1 for scared, 2 for happy, or 3 for sad, because that's the number that you think is the correct answer, okay? And then after we do that, we're going to talk about how we knew that that was the answer from the text, okay? Just like you guys were able to tell me some facts about me through the objects that I pulled out of my me tub, okay? So let's start.
Me too.
Miss Smith, Under the Ocean by Michael Garland. What does the illustrator do? Yep.
Draw the picture.
Draws the pictures. Good job. To all the fish in the sea. Well, class, I hope you all enjoyed today's trip to the aquarium, Miss said to her students after they got off the bus at their destination. Much of the earth is covered by water, and it is home to all kinds of plant and animal life. Today, we are going to read from some wonderful stories that take place on the high seas, said Miss Smith, opening her book and starting to read. Zach really loved hearing his teacher, Miss Smith, read from her incredible storybook. Whenever she read from the book, the stories actually came alive. Now, how do we think that Zach's feeling in this? Was he excited, worried, upset? Remember, put your hands up for what one you'd agree with. 1, if you think that he was excited. 2, if you think that he was worried. Or 3, if you think he was upset. So what do we think he was?
Number 1.
Number 1? Why do we think that he was excited? What can we take from the text?
That the kids were going to hear a story, and they were visiting an aquarium.
And what did Zach say anything that made you lead to think that he was excited?
Kids.
Maybe that he loved hearing her read, and that the stories actually came alive. I would be excited if stories actually came alive.
Me too.
You too? Kind of like Toy Story, right? Toy Story, the toys actually come alive, so the stories are actually going to come alive in this. Okay. Let's see what happens. Miss Smith's first words were, "The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat." In an instant, Miss Smith and the whole class were crowded into a little green boat with the owl and the pussycat bobbing up and down in the waves. far from any shore.
The cat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Puss in the Boot. I saw that movie.
We saw that movie. The owl and the pussycat looked surprised to see so many people with them. But Miss Smith didn't miss a beat. She opened her book and started to read again. But this time, she read from Moby Dick. Just then, a huge white whale lunged out of the water and splashed down to their boat, nearly capsizing them.
That's Kate.
Okay, now I don't know what capsizing means.
That's Kate.
So, do you guys know what capsizing means at all? You want to talk with your friends for a second and see what you guys can think it means? Look at the pictures. See what's happening. Can anybody try to guess what capsizing might mean?
The boat would,
Why would the boat maybe fall?
because the whale would,
Because the whale created
Yeah.
some waves?
yeah.
Okay, so you can see that from the picture, right?
And then he fell down.
And that they're almost going to fall out. Look at that kid's falling.
No, he's grabbing him.
He's grabbing his hair, so he's pulling him back in the boat. So capsizing means that they can almost fall over and the boat would tip.
Because the cat's
And we can get that from the text through the pictures.
his book may become full.
When the boat finally finished rocking, Sue Ann asked Miss Smith if she would read her favorite story, The Little Mermaid. No sooner had she started to read than Zach spotted a fish tail flopping in the water. The class could see that it was the Little Mermaid herself, but she was tangled in a castaway fishnet. "We have to save her," shouted Zach.
Jump in the water.
The pussycat quickly steered the pea green boat to one side of the twisted net. Then some of the class reached over and grabbed it so the Little Mermaid could get free. You have a question?
Oh, yeah. No.
No, you can ask it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Why didn't they jump in the water if they were far about the net? If they were far.
Why didn't they jump in to save her? Or
Yeah. Because the net was far.
the net was far? Well, they used the net to pull her in, right?
But it's easy to go in the water and then come back.
It's easier to go in the water and then come back.
Yeah,
That's
but-
true. Maybe it was too hard to get out in the water. Maybe
Can I
the
ask
seas
a
were
question
too rough.
about that picture? Why
Yes,
do
you
they
can.
call the cat Pussycat?
It must just be your name. I don't know.
And why?
Kind of like in Shrek. The name of the cat in Shrek. "Oh, thank you," said the mermaid, after she pulled up into the boat. "You're just in time for a story," Miss Smith said to the Little Mermaid. "Oh, goody, I love pirate tales," answered the mermaid. Miss Smith started to read Treasure Island, and sure enough, a short distance away, everyone saw a pirate ship. It was stranded high and dry on a big rock that stuck out of the water. Now, what do you think is going to come alive now? What do you think is going to come out of the story?
I think
Pirates, sailors, or soldiers?
Pirate.
Can we put up a 1, a 2, or a 3? If you believe with pirates, a soldier or a sailor is going to come out. Okay, now what makes us think that a pirate's going to come out of the ocean?
it's
Because it has a pirate boat where they can, like, save people. And they,
Pirate boat. And what does the mermaid say that she loves to hear about?
she loves to hear the story that the teacher was
About the
reading.
pirate tales?
Yeah.
So she's going to read Treasure Island. Okay, let's go and see who comes out of the story. The little green boat carefully approached the grounded ship. "Ahoy there! Anybody home?" shouted Miss Smith. "Ahoy yourself! We're home all right, and we're stuck too," said Captain Long John Silver as he leaned over the rail with the rest of his cranky crew of pirates. "Can we help?" Zach asked. Long John Silver replied, "Yes, you can. We were searching for the island where they buried our treasure when we ran aground. Can you mateys give us a ride?" What does mateys mean?
people.
People?
Like,
Mates?
Yeah.
Like friends?
yeah.
Okay, that makes sense, right? Because the text, they're meeting new friends for Miss Smith's class.
The boat when can you turn the page over?
This back? You want to go back?
Yeah, like if the water's dirty, they kind of have like this in it.
I know all the moss and seaweed,
Yeah.
algae stuff.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Without even waiting for an answer, the pirates climbed down from their ship and squeezed into the pea green sailboat. You think they're going to capsize again?
No.
Yes.
There's a lot of people in that boat.
Yeah,
Yes,
the
they're gonna
ship,
shut
the
down.
thing might turn over.
I know.
Might flip everybody in the water.